Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Dragonheir video. I'd like to thank Dragonheir Silent Gods for sponsoring this video. You can actually download right now and get involved. There'll be a link down below in my pinned comment. You can also use the QR code and get involved. Dragonheir, we're in Season 2 right now. We've just finished the Elminster Armagh event with D&D, and we're actually starting to get ready for Season 3, which is pretty cool. In this video, we're going to go through a push, and part of the reason for the push is because of this message that just popped up in my server. If you're starting the game right now, you might start in Season 1, but ultimately, I'm now going to be pushing towards Season 3 in Dragonheir. And the way seasons work is you basically get a reset of certain elements of your account. I'll go through that today in this video. So it says here, thank you very much for your constant support. Firstly, we'd like to congratulate your server for completing all challenges in Otherworld Exploration. And in the meantime, please be duly noted, the earliest time for the commencement of Season 3 is actually going to be the 22nd of this month. So it's been pushed back a little bit, I think, because they're getting some of the content ready for that. When they do a season change, it is like, it's almost like you're playing a new game. The amount of new content they drop, new heroes they pull in, new bosses to fight, reworking old bosses from the old content. It's literally like a new feeling of a game. So the whole kind of vibe is like, brand new season, span new game, because it just kind of has that sort of element to it. So what I'm going to do is I need to do a bit more of a push on my FEY Meander and my Pillar of Trial. And I feel like I've got my teams to a good place that I can do that now, because these are rewards that I can pick up right now that are going to help me to get a good start in Season 3. My biggest challenge, I'm actually in GDC in US when Season 3, if it kicks off on this date, I'm going to be in the US, and I won't be able to kick off Season 3 for me until a couple of days after the server kicks off. But I guess I can play on iPads and stuff if I get time. Anyway, what's the cool thing here is it's basically saying we're going to be giving you daily rewards as a kind of like a gift, I guess, whilst we're waiting for the season to kick in. So I get a whole bunch of stuff here. Yeah, I mean, basically, anyway, a whole bunch of stuff. It's cool. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dragonheir. If you're looking to see when your season is going to change over on your game, on your server, you can just go into Clepsydra Trail here, and you kind of get this thing here. So it basically runs through what's going on in the season, and this kind of like blue circle is telling you how close you are to the end of the season. So you can see we're really close, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that talks you through what happens on season reset. Now, I've got to say, I really like this system in Dragonheir. I think this is actually very cool. So it's like everybody gets in the mix, in the hunt again, to have a strong account. It's very cool. So you keep all your heroes. So it says here, your unlocked heroes, their skill level and stuff, just basically gets reset to level 1. Anyone that you've booked or, use the tomes on, they will still be booked, but everybody gets a reset to level 1. Your artifacts reset to level 0 at the beginning of season and actually change a bunch of the artifact sets. You get some of your Essence of Creation obtained through Heliite dice summoning will be retained. Any Heliite dice you've got will stay, so you just want to be stocking those up at this point if you're coming up to a new season. And anyway, you can go through all of this info, but basically the season change, like your Psychic Core gets reset, and things like elemental affinities of heroes actually changes up as well. Not the actual affinity of the heroes, the pairings change up. So you can get some really cool new teams moving into a new season. So I'm looking forward to Season 3. It should be pretty cool. But for now, I want to maximize my in-game rewards. So what I'm going to do, now that I've got my Elminster in a good spot, you guys would have seen, hopefully, me taking him up. So basically, we've now got some good gear. I've got his artifact max, or not max, I've got it up to level 16. It's nearly maxed. But anyway, we've got his artifact up to level 16, which means that I'm now pushing a 25% more effective shield from him, which is crazy. Probably since I've done a video showcasing actual content, my gearing is just way better. Yeah, so I've got legendary pieces now. I'm farming high stages of Grave of Venom, that type of stuff. But I'm probably at a point where farming gear becomes less relevant, honestly. Farming gear and runes, less relevant at this point because season end is coming. So now I just want to maximize my performance in different areas. You can see here I've got Enlightenment runes on him. Yeah, so he's looking pretty sharp. I've got Clovis in my kind of like defense stuff. I've got Durham in an offensive build. We've got, and the Horus is not being used right now. My Arises, I think that's how you say it, is in an offensive build. Adolphus is in like a support build. So we're starting to get some decent builds together. I've got some pretty good gear actually on my Voresh. So we've actually gone crit rate gloves, like, you know, full damage, accuracy on his chest so that we can get his abilities away. And it's kind of like a hybrid build, really, like somewhere between damage and land in his kits, which I kind of like. It's a cool kind of like setup for him. So yeah, we've got some decent stuff going on. This build here on Danella, again, damage build. We're at like, what, nearly 80% crit rate with some damage and some attack. Again, she has got some pretty sexy gloves. I want to show you where's my best set of gloves right now? Are they on Durem? Yeah, check these out. Crit damage gloves with an attack roll with a triple crit rate roll. So he is rocking nearly 80% crit rate with almost 200% crit damage. That's the best build I've managed to achieve so far in this game. Plus, he's pretty booked up. So because, yeah, I mean, he's the core of my offense, with Elminster and Adolphus being like the supporting act of him. Then obviously we've got a tank in the mix as well. So we're going to try out and push FEY MEANDER, and we're going to try and push some Pillars of Trial. So we're going to try and take on the FEY MEANDER then and push my content here. There's a lot of good rewards you can get here. We've got Heliite dice, we've got scrolls. It's tons of stuff, which is really relevant to me right now, coming towards the end of a season. You can also pick up, if you get far enough, the Epic, and you can pick up some cool artifacts as well. So FEY MEANDER, something which you shouldn't neglect, and I have neglected it, honestly. So we're going to go on a big push and see what we can do. I just want to load in my team I want here. Probably this team here. So I've got a burn team, which is supported by Varesh. And yeah, let's just load this up. Use equipment plan. Really cool. You can just kind of like re-equip people with the right plan for that particular team. It does seem to put them in quite funky positions, though. So you need to kind of like evaluate where people are going to be. So I've got 3 supports, 1 damage dealer, 1 tank. So we should find that my Durham here just does colossal damage. Everyone else is basically in there, keeping the team in a good spot. And Durham just absolutely annihilates. Look at the damage. Absolute smacks coming from Durham there. So I'm kind of overpowered for this earlier stage. I guess what we'll do is push on a bit and see how we deal with the boss at this sort of level. Massive progress there in a matter of minutes, honestly. I love the way they give you the extra speed if you're like overriding something. Let's get on to some boss action then. Oh, nice. I haven't seen this one before. Damn, that's actually super cool. Lady of Greeneries. Damn, that was actually awesome. Okay, hopefully she burns. So she's dropped poisons on me. That poison? I think it's poison. Yeah. What else has she got going on? Enjoy your trap. Oh, she stuns poison people. I think I'm probably... She's level 80. I'm like 95s here. I should have the power just to like destroy her, especially with Jurem throwing out good damage. And I mean, honestly, my 3 supports now with Elminster with his artifact and Adolphus healing based on shielding. Like the team synergy going on here is nuts. Literally 1 damage dealer and everyone else is like that. Don't worry, guys. You will never die. It's a really, really quality team. And I'd say the backbone of the team, honestly, is the 2 epics. Oh, the 3 epics. I've got a cool tank, 2 epic supports, which are very, very high quality. Adolphus actually pulled on like the guaranteed epic chest earlier in the season. And obviously Elminster we got as a kind of like farmable legendary. Albeit I did have to pull some Heliite dice for that. Saying that, this boss is doing a lot of damage. Might have to use my ability here. We just about get through it. I think we get through it, but it's tight. It is a lot of damage. How cool are the visuals, though? Absolutely brilliant. Dragonheir doing an awesome job on the visuals of bosses in this game. Well, there you go. I have made some massive progress already. I'm going to keep pushing on with FEY MEANDER and see how high I can get. And I guess next video, I'll do Pillar of Trials, which needs more specific teams. I don't have tons of options in terms of teams, but I do need heroes built out in different areas. So I'll show you that in the nearest future. But there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you again, Dragonheir, for sponsoring the video. And don't forget, you can download now using the link down below or the QR code if you want to download and play some Dragonheir yourself. It's really cool. It's worth a download. Get involved. Anyway, I've been Hell Hades. I'll see you soon.